Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be doing a double reaction to Marshall Crenshaw. First, I'll be listening to This Is Easy, and second we'll be hearing Mary Jean off of the title album Mary Jean and 9 Others. Not sure who those 9 others are, but I'm excited to find out with you all here today. A big thank you to Frank, whose generous support and request made this reaction possible, and shout out to Frank's friend Gigi. I'm sure you're a wonderful person. Nice to have you here. Anyways, I'm excited to check this out, so let's jump in. Starting off hot. An interesting chord progression. His voice does not change over the years. Choir in the back. Man, it feels like Marshall may have always had this style of song. This is 1987, and one was Miracle of Science. 2020? 2019? It was maybe it was 2021. Really recently, all things considered. He has such a consistent style across that many decades. Wow. And this chord progression, by the way, very unique. I don't know how to describe it yet, but I'll come up with the words. Baby, baby, do I need to explain, or can you tell that I'm feeling oh so well? Oh, this is easy, and I know there's not one thing that could ever drag us down. This is easy. Remember this when the dreams you treasure. It's like hovering. Are scattered like bowling pins. It's not a good time all the time. Nobody always wins. Oh, this is easy. Oh, so easy. It's interesting. You know, the way my brain works is I think of a lot of music in reference to what I know, right? And what I've listened to in growing up as well as now. And I had this like inclination towards metal, rock, alternative rock, those kind of genres. And oftentimes in those genres, they very heavily rely on minor, harmonic minor, Phrygian scales like that. So in my mind, I'm always like waiting for the moment where a song that is primarily, seemingly in major, although we could be in like some kind of Dorian mode, I'm not sure. But presumably in a major mode, I wait for the transition to the minor, to the dark side. When is that note going to hit? When is that jazzy chord going to transition into something darker? The reason why I said this song hovers is that it hovers above that kind of invisible made-up line by me that would transition us from a major to minor song. And, you know, potentially go back and flip and go back and forth, but we haven't quite crossed that gap yet. This is a very happy-go-lucky kind of song right now. Very, like, safe and pop rock. Oh, there it is, a little bit. That's pretty. That's really juicy. You hear all these Marshall vocal layers. I love this part right here. Ooh. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the song. Yeah. Oh. Love that. The way that this song ended, I feel so validated for having had that thought of hovering above that darkness, that invisible transition line between major and minor, or major and like harmonic minor, for example. Da 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 da. And those are just simple like half note raises, right? But to transition one scale into another, a major into a minor, it just takes a few half note differences. And from minor to harmonic minor, it is just one specific raising of the seventh, right? Sharpening the seventh on that scale. I don't know, landing in that kind of like mysterious, like 51% zone of like 1 more percent, and we'd be like right like stuck in the middle of major and minor. If he dialed it up 2 more percent, we'd be more firmly in minor, although it is more borderline. Granted, the whole beginning of this song was major. I like that there's this like sort of dark overtone towards the end there. Yeah, that's really cool. I feel really good about that. I don't know. It made the song like stand out in my mind, because when we have this like very consistent happy-go-lucky kind of melody, it sounds good to me, but it's not something that I would like typically listen to on my own. But when that looming possibility for darkness is there, I don't know, my brain just lights up. So I really enjoyed this song for that reason. This is easy. Really an amazingly written song for sure. Yeah, that's all I had. That's all I have to say on the first one, but we have a second song up next. But first, please, if you're enjoying the reaction, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to request one yourself, hit the link down below. And now it is time for Mary Jean off of the same record. Doesn't want to play? Does not want to play. Let me refresh it. Apologies, technical difficulties.
She came into my life like a bombshell. One look and I fell for little Mary Jean. Mary Jean, Mary Jean.
Marshall has a crush on Mary Jean.
She walked cool with her head always held high. The glow in her eyes made her look like a queen, a little queen, Mary Jean. She took hold of my heart and held
Oh, nice chord there.
under a spell. Guess she knew me real well. Just while we hung together through all those tears, I couldn't tell you now in a million years. I didn't think that the cause of my downfall would be
Very
really
bouncy.
small, like little Mary Jean, Mary Jean, Mary Jean. And I couldn't know it.
I've noticed in this track, as well as the previous one I just listened to, Marshall definitely likes his vocal layerings. It's almost like instead of like using a standard synthesizer, he's taken a synthesizer and encoded all of his, different singing on each of the pitches and then plays that out as a chord. I mean, he may literally be doing that, but it sounds at least like he is singing it and it's not digitized. He loves that technique.
I couldn't know when I held her that first night, feeling ever so right, but one day it began,
feel the music in my body. Slow down. Oh. I was not expecting this switch up. I gotta hear that transition again. Okay, that makes more sense. Hear the choir again, the layers. It's a really like bubbly, poppy energy in this one. This is the first time we heard like a chime. It's so... The fade out, as always with Marshall Crenshaw, loves the fade outs. You know, it is... it's so interesting. These songs, like, they always win me over by the 75% mark, by the 80%. Like, by the time the song is finished is when I start to really understand them and appreciate them more. And it's like these like maybe minor twists at the end that kind of fully like, you know, hit the nail on the head kind of thing. It's almost like we're like putting together some kind of, okay, let's figure out what analogy I should use today. Imagine you're putting up a painting and, you know, you normally put nails right in the middle, maybe on either the top left or top right. So maybe 2 to 3 nails you may use, right? But if you only have one that's hanging on the corner, it may feel like then this whole painting is going to fall down and collapse. Not quite yet, but if some sudden movement happens, the painting is going to fall. So you need the second one. Once the second one is there, okay, now you have some kind of support. And then the third one, you nail it. For me, it feels like I kind of get an idea by the first minute. And that's the first nail. Like, okay, the painting is there, but the shape is like, is there more to this? Is it going to be redundant? How is the energy going to change? Does this fit the environment that we're in right now? You know, take some of those rhetorical questions at surface level for now, but imagine that's just the first nail. And then the second nail comes in, let's call it by the 50% mark, when I've kind of got a little bit of a grasp of the song structure and the individual melodies coming from each of the instruments. Like, you know, I start picking up on some of those, you know, vocal effects or stylings, and then the guitar melody and riffs and how it interplays with Marshall's voice and the bass, right? That may be the second nail. Then the third nail invariably is when the song changes towards the end by adding a little bit of a melodic twist or a new riff, or peeling back some of the instrumentation and letting the song kind of breathe a little bit more. So far with Marshall Crenshaw, that has been my experience and how I've grown to enjoy his music, because I feel like if I'm only given the first 30% of a Marshall Crenshaw song, it's enjoyable to listen to, but it wouldn't be added to my playlist. When I hear the entirety of his songs and works, I start to enjoy it definitely by the end. And then on repeat listens, that's where I feel like the most in tune with his music. So yeah, maybe that's a different experience than you all have, but let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I'd appreciate that. And as always, my friends, I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.